She might have to do it again. That's not going to deduct points.
So how long have you lived in Texas? How much do you know about our history? I've lived in Texas for 30 years and there's so much that I still don't know. So for this speech, I decided to look up some interesting facts about this state. Some you might know, as do I, but there are others that you've yet to learn. There's so much information about Texas. After all, it is the second largest state. So in the next few minutes, I decided to narrow it down to just 3. Historical facts, fun facts about dumb laws, and interesting facts about the great state of Texas. So the first thing we're going to talk about is Texas historical facts. There's so many cool historical facts, but I'm just going to tell you 3 that I found on Wikipedia. So how many of you have been to Six Flags? Have you ever wondered why it has that name? Well, the reason why it's named Six Flags is because Texas has actually been under the rule of 6 different countries. Starting with Spain, then France, then Mexico, then the Republic of Texas. Now, a cool fact about that is the flag that flew over the Republic of Texas is actually now our state flag. Now, the 5th flag is the United States, and the 6th is the Confederate flag of America. Now, speaking of Confederate, we're going to talk about our second historical fact. The last battle of the Civil War was actually fought in Texas on May 12th and 13th in 1845, outside a small town called Brownsville, Texas. Now, the formal name is actually the Battle of Palomino Ranch. Now, while we're on the subject of battles, let's talk about our 3rd historical fact, the Battle of Gonzalez. Now, the Battle of Gonzalez was actually the first battle of the Texas Revolution. The town was given a small cannon from Mexico to protect itself from Indian raids. But when Mexico asked for the cannon back, the town refused, thus starting the revolution. Now that you've heard historical facts, let's talk about a lighter side. Funny facts about dumb laws. Did you know that in Austin, Texas, it's illegal to carry a pair of pliers? Now, according to dumblaws.com, back in the days of the Wild West, cowboys would cut barbed wire fences, allowing their cattle to pass through the lanes. Now, to prevent this, the city passed an ordinance saying that it was illegal to carry pliers. Now, there's another dumb law, and according to an article called Only in Texas, Outdated and Ridiculous Laws That Make Us Laugh, there's an old Texas law that states that you cannot tuck your pants into your boots unless you own 10 or more cattle. Now, I don't know if y'all noticed, but it's actually a trend now to tuck your pants into your boots. So next time you see someone, you might want to tell them that they could get a fine for tucking their pants into their boots. So now that we've talked about historical facts and fun facts, let's move on to some interesting facts about Texas. Here's our first interesting fact. Did you know that Caddo Lake is actually the only natural-made lake in Texas? According to caddolake.org, all the other lakes in Texas are actually man-made. And here's another cool fact about Caddo Lake. It actually has the world's first over-water oil platform, and it was built in 1911. Now, another interesting fact comes from us from drpeppermuseum.com. It tells us how Dr. Pepper was invented in Waco, Texas by a young pharmacist called Charles Alderton. Now, Charles spent most of his time mixing medicine at the corner drugstore. But in his spare time, he would mix carbonated drinks or fountain drinks. But he liked the way the drugstore smelled so much that he decided to create a drink that tasted just like the way it smelled. And in 1885, they began manufacturing and selling Dr. Pepper. So as you've heard, there are a lot of cool and interesting facts about Texas. So in conclusion, I hope you've enjoyed hearing historical facts, such as Six Flags and battles that have been fought, funny facts about dumb laws, and interesting facts such as Cattle Lake and Dr. Pepper. Now, in just a few minutes, we haven't learned all of Texas history, but I hope you can walk away with the knowledge and new understanding of interesting facts about the state we live in that you didn't know before.